It's great. When we look at artists like TLC, when they did that one video saying this is how you can be an artist and still be broke, and they kind of broke down the whole scenario
Yeah,
on how many you can sell all these amount of songs, you can put out these amount of songs. Once you pay all these bills, pay for
yeah,
the videos, pay for all these things, you can be an artist and be a celebrity and still be broke. So when we
yes,
come from
girl.
the era of the
Mm-hmm.
TLC to now,
Yeah.
when we see the Jay-Z's and the
Mm-hmm.
Puffys and the 50 Cents and all these
Mm-hmm.
individuals that are now moguls, that are multi-millionaires, multi-billionaires in that industry, from when we had Run DMC that didn't own their masters, didn't own anything, and they got signed
Right.
to that deal that they had at Jive that wasn't a great deal at the time.
Right.
Um, so again, from coming from that era to now, where people are moguls and owning not only their music, they're owning their brand, they're owning their intellectual property, they're owning everything about them. When we have the celebrities that we have now, so what are some of the common mistakes you think that artists could avoid when it becomes to business and understanding the music industry over your years in the 50
Ooh,
years? What
girl,
would you think?
you got all in my head. That was gonna be my next conversation. Good question. Well, I think the biggest mistake that people make is depending on music. I have never been wanting to be a dependent on the music industry. I'm an investor in real estate. I push from so many different levels. I wanted to own a beauty line, which I own a beauty line, sprinklemeboutique.com. You have to own, and I also own a school, Sprinkle Me School of Music, Sprinkle Me Learning Academy, and give back. The Work It Well Project is the organization, that we serve vulnerable and marginalized populations and position, innovative programming to help transform lives and provide access and economic and equal opportunities for youth and families and different populations that really need support. So my point of saying that is having a well-rounded life, because not, some things can just burn you out where you can go
Right.
broke because you just burnt out and you're tired, or you're just making bad decisions, because of limited mobility, and mental space, So I think a lot of times not taking a break, being around the same type of people that you are. I don't want to just hang out with musicians and people like that, because a lot of people don't, they don't have the well-roundedness that you might need to survive if something does come up later, or if they stop paying for our streaming, or if they stop booking you, or if they don't like you. I was under the impression that everybody might not like me, because
Right.
I'm not one of the, go along type of persons. Like, I'm not the person that's gonna go sleeping around, smoking weed, hanging out at every party, kissing behind, and making big relationships and hanging out, drinking at the bar, making deals. I don't have time for that, because I've been a mother since I was 16. So
Right.
I'm 52. So I'm a grandmother now 14 years. So the
Right.
time I do have free, and that I make time, make that's very important to me, is paying attention to my lineage, which was